So you wouldn't subscribe to the view that being a soloist, you can be personally more expressive?
No, not a chance.
Not a chance.
I knew that wouldn't go anywhere.
No,
I mean,
there's something in your body language. You know?
if we couldn't be expressive as a duo, then we just pack it in.
Yeah, well, again, that goes back to the repertoire.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you be more expressive than aiming for the best possible performance of the Brahms-Haydn variations?
Well, and it is also the combination.
Or a Rachmaninoff suite. Or,
it's also you and I. The music demands it, so we each do it. And there are instances where we're fanatical about balances and about listening and about allowing the person who's leading to lead. And we don't need to talk about it anymore, but we would often stop in the early days in a newer piece and say, this is what my right hand is doing. This is what it needs to be able to do, and I need to be relaxed to be able to do this, so get out of the way and let me do that.
I think the growth individually as musicians has a lot to do also with the fact that the totality of the piece isn't contained by us individually physically. So we're forced to think outside of ourselves and envelop something outside of ourselves in pure piano terms. And so we have to hear a piano sound that's not just coming out of our fingers, and that is an enormous tool for development.
What is the worst two pianos that you came across when you were touring in the early days?
The worst two pianos were in Macau. In Macau, we had a 9-foot and a 3-foot. I mean, there was really literally a 9-foot grand and a tiny little grand, and for whatever reason,
both of them no name.
They were no-name pianos.
We didn't know what they were.
And for whatever reason, I don't. Why was it I got the big one?
I think it was the one time you won when we flipped a coin.
Maybe. So we played the concert and we said, okay, here's what we're going to do. I said, I'm playing the big piano. I promise you, I will listen to you the whole way through the concert. But when we get to the very last 2 pages of the last piece, I'm cutting loose. So I'm not going to listen to a note because I will not hear a note that you play. You can play the Star Spangled Banner, and I'm not going to hear you.
He said, "Don't get mad at me."
I said, "Don't get mad at me." So be prepared because it's I want to really. That's the last sound we want to hear. And I always remember suddenly the volume coming up, and it was tremendously effective for the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And Leslie went over there. He was shaking his head around and moving. You couldn't hear
I felt like Marcel Marceau, I mean, the mime. I mean, there was nothing. I mean, you couldn't hear me at all.
Terrible piano.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. James Anagnoson and Leslie Kinton have performed as a piano duo since 1976, they've just told us. And they're very welcome visitors here at the Festival of the Sound. Pianoduo.com is where you can find out more about the team, and festivalofthesound.ca is where you can find out about our festival here in Parry Sound, Ontario, Canada. I'm Keith Horner. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Great stuff.